Radicalism is wholly incompatible with the way of life prescribed by Allah. Allah describes Muslims as those who speak nicely, refrain from conflict and fighting, and are friendly and moderate toward even the fiercest opponents, and modest, patient, compassionate, and loving. In the Qur'an, Allah reveals that all of the prophets were moderate, gentle, and affectionate toward others. One verse describing the moral virtue of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, reads, "I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan." It is a mercy from Allah that you were gentle with them. If you had been rough or hard of heart, they would have scattered from around you. Since Muslims are only responsible for announcing the Qur'an's morality, and since they are prohibited from being bullies or enforcers, and are required to be softly spoken to even the cruelest tyrant, they cannot be extremists or radicals. Because radicalism espouses and applies the exact opposite of all these virtues. In addition, Muslims must use exceptionally polite and respectful language in talking to people who do not share their beliefs and ideas, and telling them of the moral values of Islam. They never resort to force or threats, for their responsibility is limited to teaching others about the Qur'an's morality. The rest is up to the conscience of those people. Allah reveals in the Qur'an the kind of language Muslims should use with other people. "I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan." Call to the way of your Lord with wisdom and fair admonition, and argue with them in the kindest way. Your Lord knows best who is misguided from his way, and He knows best who are guided. In this part of our documentary, we have looked at the need for solidarity on the part of those who believe in the oneness of Allah, in the face of Darwinist, materialist, and atheist ideologies that inflict terrible tragedies on mankind. In part 2 of our documentary, A Call for Unity, we shall be looking at the common beliefs and values of the three faiths, and the kind of intellectual struggle that members of these three faiths need to wage against atheistic philosophies. In addition, we shall also be discussing in this documentary the return to earth of the Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him, in the end times, in which we are living, and the impact of that coming on these three great faiths. At the end of this series of documentaries, we will see how union and brotherhood between civilizations can easily be established, because the three faiths have so much more in common than is commonly believed. By Allah's leave, once the faiths coalesce around these shared values, peace will be established very soon, and the atmosphere of disorder and conflict that some people are hoping for will be eliminated from the face of the earth.